Trust is the foundation of every meaningful relationship in life, whether personal or professional. It is the glue that binds us together, creating a sense of safety, security, and mutual understanding. Without trust, relationships crumble, teams falter, and organizations fail. Yet trust is not something that can be demanded or mandated. It must be earned and nurtured over time through consistent actions and genuine care. To truly understand the value of trust, we need to explore how it is built, maintained, and sometimes even rebuilt when broken. At its core, trust is about vulnerability. It requires us to take a leap of faith, to believe in someone else's intentions, and to open ourselves up to the possibility of disappointment or hurt. This is why trust is so powerful, because it involves risk. When someone places their trust in us, they are saying, "I believe in you. I believe you will act in my best interest." And when we honor that trust, we create a bond that is hard to break. Building trust starts with consistency. People need to know that they can rely on us, that our words and actions align, and that we will show up when it matters most. Consistency is not about perfection. It's about reliability. It's about doing what you say you will do, even in small, seemingly insignificant moments. These small actions add up over time, creating a track record of dependability that others can count on. Trust is also built through honesty. Honesty doesn't mean we have to share every thought or opinion we have, but it does mean being truthful and transparent in our interactions. It means owning up to our mistakes, admitting when we don't know something, and being willing to have difficult conversations when necessary. People respect honesty even when it's uncomfortable because it shows integrity and a commitment to the truth. Another essential ingredient in building trust is empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's about putting ourselves in someone else's shoes and genuinely caring about their experiences and perspectives. When we show empathy, we communicate that we value the other person, that we see them, and that we are willing to support them. Empathy creates a sense of connection that strengthens trust and deepens relationships. Trust is also earned through our willingness to be vulnerable. When we open up and share our authentic selves with others, we create a space for mutual understanding and acceptance. Vulnerability can be difficult because it requires us to let down our guard and take emotional risks. However, it is through vulnerability that we build the strongest and most meaningful connections. When we are willing to be seen as we truly are, without pretenses or masks, we invite others to do the same. This mutual vulnerability fosters trust and intimacy in ways that superficial interactions never can. Listening is another critical component of trust building. Truly listening to someone means giving them our full attention, without distractions or interruptions. It means hearing not just their words, but also their emotions and intentions. When we listen deeply, we show that we care about what the other person has to say, and that their thoughts and feelings matter to us. Listening is a powerful way to demonstrate respect and build trust, especially in a world where so many people feel unheard and overlooked. Consistency, honesty, empathy, vulnerability, and listening are all crucial elements of trust, but they are not enough on their own. To build trust, we must also be willing to invest time and effort into our relationships. Trust is not built overnight. It is a process that requires patience and commitment. It is about showing up day after day through good times and bad and proving through our actions that we are worthy of trust. And we are worthy of trust. When trust is broken, it can be challenging to rebuild. Repairing trust requires even more effort and intention than building it in the first place. It starts with taking responsibility for our actions and acknowledging the impact they have had on others. It involves making amends, demonstrating genuine remorse, and taking concrete steps to rebuild the relationship. Rebuilding trust also requires time, as the other person needs to see consistent evidence of our commitment to change. While it can be difficult, rebuilding trust is possible when both parties are willing to work toward reconciliation. Trust is not just an abstract concept. It has real and tangible benefits in our lives. In personal relationships, trust creates a sense of safety and belonging, allowing us to be ourselves without fear of judgment or rejection. In professional settings, trust fosters collaboration, innovation, and productivity. When team members trust one another, they are more likely to take risks, share ideas, and work together toward a common goal. Trust also reduces stress and conflict, as people feel confident that their colleagues have their back and will act in good faith. Ultimately, trust is what enables us to thrive as individuals and as communities. It is the foundation of strong relationships, effective teams, and successful organizations. While it may take time and effort to build, trust is always worth the investment. It is a gift we give to others and to ourselves, creating connections that enrich our lives and empower us to achieve our greatest potential. Leadership is not about authority, power, or position. It's about taking care of the people you lead. True leadership is rooted in empathy, humility, and a deep understanding of the needs and aspirations of others. It's not about being in charge, it's about creating an environment where others can thrive and feel valued. The essence of leadership lies in putting people first and inspiring them to bring their best selves to the table. Empathy is at the heart of effective leadership. Ode of effective leadership. To lead with empathy means to understand and connect with the emotions, struggles, and perspectives of those around you. It requires us to see beyond our own experiences and recognize the humanity in others. Empathy allows leaders to build genuine relationships with their team members, fostering trust, loyalty, and collaboration. When people feel seen and heard, they are more likely to be engaged, motivated, and committed to the shared vision. One of the most important roles of a leader is to create a sense of safety for their team. This doesn't mean physical safety alone, though that is critical. It also means emotional and psychological safety. People need to feel that they can express themselves without fear of judgment or retribution. They need to know that their opinions, ideas, and contributions are valued, even if they differ from the majority. When leaders prioritize safety, they create an environment where creativity, innovation, and open communication can flourish. Effective leaders also understand the importance of humility. Humility doesn't mean downplaying your own strengths or achievements. It means recognizing that leadership is not about you, it's about the people you serve. A humble leader is willing to admit mistakes, seek feedback, and learn from others. They are not afraid to share credit for successes or acknowledge the contributions of their team. Humility allows leaders to build trust and respect, as it shows that they are approachable, authentic, and invested in the collective good. Another key aspect of leadership is the ability to inspire and motivate others. Inspiration is not about giving orders or issuing mandates. It's about connecting with people on a deeper level and helping them see the bigger picture. A great leader has a vision that goes beyond individual goals or short-term gains. They are able to articulate that vision in a way that resonates with others, igniting a sense of purpose and passion. When people feel inspired, they are more likely to take initiative, overcome challenges, and strive for excellence. Listening is a fundamental skill for any leader. It is through listening that leaders gain insight into the needs, concerns, and aspirations of their team members. Active listening involves more than just hearing words. It requires paying attention to nonverbal cues, asking thoughtful questions, and showing genuine interest in what others have to say. When leaders listen with empathy and curiosity, they create a culture of openness and respect. This not only strengthens relationships, but also leads to better decision-making and problem-solving. As diverse perspectives are taken into account, leadership is also about setting an example. Actions speak louder than words, and people look to their leaders for guidance and inspiration. A leader who demonstrates integrity, accountability, and resilience sets the tone for the entire team. By modeling the values and behaviors they expect from others, leaders create a culture of excellence and mutual respect. This doesn't mean being perfect or never making mistakes. It means being consistent, authentic, and willing to learn and grow. Patience is another essential quality for leaders. Building a strong, cohesive team takes time, as does achieving meaningful and lasting success. A patient leader understands that progress often comes in small steps, and that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. They are able to maintain perspective and stay focused on the long-term goals, even when faced with challenges or uncertainties. Patience allows leaders to support their team through difficult times and celebrate milestones along the way. Empowering others is a cornerstone of effective leadership. Empowerment is about giving people the tools, resources, and confidence they need to succeed. It's about trusting them to take ownership of their work and encouraging them to take risks and pursue their ideas. When leaders empower their team members, they create a culture of autonomy and accountability. This not only drives innovation and performance, but also fosters a sense of pride and fulfillment in the work being done. Resilience is another critical trait for leaders. Leadership is not always easy, and challenges are inevitable. A resilient leader is able to navigate adversity with grace and determination, inspiring their team to do the same. Resilience is not about ignoring difficulties or suppressing emotions. It's about finding the strength to keep moving forward and the courage to adapt to changing circumstances. By demonstrating resilience, leaders show their team that challenges can be overcome and that setbacks are opportunities for growth. Leadership is a journey, not a destination. It is a continuous process of learning, adapting, and growing. Great leaders are not born. They are made through experience, reflection, and a genuine commitment to serving others. Every leader has the potential to make a positive impact, not just through their decisions and actions, but through the way they inspire and uplift those around them. Leadership is not about achieving personal success. It's about creating a legacy of trust, collaboration, and shared purpose that will endure for years to come. The concept of the infinite game challenges the traditional way of thinking about success and competition. In an infinite game, the goal is not to win or to be the best, but to keep playing, to stay in the game, and to build something that endures. This mindset is fundamentally different from the finite game, where there are clear winners and losers, fixed rules, and a definitive endpoint. The infinite game operates with a broader perspective, focusing on long-term impact, values, and purpose, rather than short-term gains or immediate victories. It is a way of thinking that shifts the focus from competition to contribution and from scarcity to abundance. Playing the infinite game begins with a clear sense of purpose. Purpose is the reason why we do what we do, the driving force behind our actions and decisions. It is not about profits, market share, or accolades. Those are finite metrics. Purpose is about the impact we want to have on the world, the legacy we want to leave behind, and the difference we want to make in the lives of others. A clear and compelling purpose provides direction and motivation, guiding us through challenges and keeping us focused on what truly matters. One of the key principles of the infinite game is resilience. In an infinite game, setbacks and failures are inevitable, but they are not the end of the story. Tons of recurrent service. Instead, they are opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow. Resilience allows us to keep moving forward, even when the path is uncertain or the obstacles seem insurmountable. It is about maintaining a long-term perspective, recognizing that the journey is just as important as the destination, and understanding that progress often comes in incremental steps rather than dramatic leaps. Another important aspect of the infinite game is collaboration. In a finite game, competition is often the primary focus, with each player striving to outdo the others. But in an infinite game, collaboration takes precedence. It is about building relationships, fostering trust, and working together toward a shared vision. Collaboration allows us to leverage the strengths and talents of others, creating a sense of collective purpose and enabling us to achieve more than we ever could on our own. It is a reminder that success is not a zero-sum game, and that lifting others up ultimately lifts us all. The infinite game also requires a willingness to adapt and innovate. The rules of the infinite game are not fixed, and the playing field is constantly changing. To stay in the game, we must be open to new ideas, embrace change, and be willing to challenge the status quo. This means letting go of rigid thinking and being willing to experiment, take risks, and explore new possibilities. Innovation is not just about creating something new. It is about finding better ways to fulfill our purpose and make a meaningful impact. Courage is another essential quality for those who choose to play the infinite game. It takes courage to stay true to our values and purpose, especially in the face of pressure, criticism, or adversity. It takes courage to make decisions that prioritize long-term impact over short-term gains, even when those decisions are unpopular or difficult. And it takes courage to persevere when the path ahead is uncertain, trusting that our commitment to the infinite game will ultimately lead to something greater than ourselves. The infinite game also emphasizes the importance of stewardship. Stewardship is the idea that we are caretakers, not owners, of the resources, opportunities, and relationships we have. It is about thinking beyond our immediate interests and considering the impact of our actions on future generations. Stewardship reminds us that the infinite game is not just about our own success or fulfillment. It is about contributing to something larger than ourselves and ensuring that the game continues for others to play. Integrity plays a crucial role in the infinite game. Integrity is about aligning our actions with our values and staying true to our purpose, even when it is challenging or inconvenient. It is about being consistent, honest, and accountable both to ourselves and to others. Integrity builds trust and credibility, creating a solid foundation for the relationships and collaborations that are essential to the infinite game. It is a reminder that how we play the game is just as important as the results we achieve. Another key element of the infinite game is perspective. It is easy to get caught up in the day-to-day challenges and distractions of life, but the infinite game calls us to look beyond the immediate and the obvious. It asks us to consider the bigger picture, to think about the long-term consequences of our actions, and to focus on the legacy we want to create. Perspective helps us to prioritize what truly matters, to stay grounded in our purpose, and to navigate the complexities and uncertainties of the infinite game. The infinite game is not about perfection. It is about progress. It is about recognizing that there is no final destination, no ultimate goal to be reached, and no definitive measure of success. Instead, it is about the journey, the relationships we build, the values we uphold, and the impact we have along the way. It is about staying committed to our purpose, even when the path is difficult, and about finding meaning and fulfillment in the ongoing process of playing the game.